Hi everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Hey, it's Patty's Day. Wrecked. Why do you get wrecked? Why guppies get eaten? You're playing the wrong game. We're going to discuss that a bit here. First, keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. So let's move on. Let me make sure that I'm streaming, and yeah, I'm streaming. So, what am I talking about? Why are people getting wrecked? Let's go to TradingView. What am I talking about? Well, first let me talk about why I am making this video, okay? Why am I making this video? And it's going to be a fairly short one. It's not going to be an hour or anything like that, because I have yard work to do, and it's St. Patrick's Day, and there's only so much yard work one can do with green beer. Anyway, no, I don't drink that much. I'm a total lightweight, but it sounds good though. Anyway, so why am I making this video? Why do people get wrecked? They're playing the wrong game. And I got a subscriber comment asking for timestamps on my videos. And yeah, the videos they take time, and it's because I cover the first part. I look at those stocks, the charts and stuff like that, and we cover other stuff, and then I go to viewer questions, and that's where the interesting stuff comes in too. So stick around and watch a lot of the viewer comments. There's a lot of information. Anyway, back to the point. What it is that people get wrecked because they're playing the wrong game. What they're doing is that the whole timestamp thing is, okay, just get me to the absolute bare minimum, the TLDR of what I need to succeed. Tell me where to buy, tell me where to sell. I really don't care about any of the rest. And that mentality gets you wrecked. You don't care about any of the rest. And people use that to their advantage. And that's one of the things that I look at in the market psychology and how things are going, is that I look for people like that. And those are the guppies. Those are the guppies. And I've seen that, I noticed that quite a while ago. I mean, long time ago, okay, before the crypto market. That's just how it is. There's guppies, and then there's sharks, or there's bigger fish, and then there's whales. But several sharks can eat a whale. With the market as it is, knowledge is a good thing. And in my videos, I cover some charts and stuff like that. And you really got to keep in mind that not everybody is equal. Not everyone has the same tolerances, the same risk tolerances. Not everyone has the same time spans. Let me give you an example here, just looking at TradingView, okay? And let's get out of ADA. Still need more coffee. We're taking a look at one of my favorite companies in the whole wide world, and that is Lockheed Martin. Okay, and let me get this stupid indicator off. I rarely use indicators. But let's take a look at Lockheed Martin, okay? And so the time frame on this, let's say you got in down in this accumulation area, okay? And now we're up here. So accumulation area, let's see, it was like going for, when I got in, it was around $60, in the $60 range, okay? And notice how long ago that was, 2010, etc. And that was my second buy. My first buy was way back in the 80s. So, look at the month. See if it comes up. Put on auto. There it is. It's just over there. So how far back? They go back to 95. So my first buy into Lockheed was way before this. It was, long time ago. second buy was, up in here. Anyway, so let's say from here, let's call this, let's just call it, there's 60 right there. So let's say 60 bucks up to $380. Okay. Well, 6 goes into 36 6 times, so that's a 600% increase. And I got it way lower too. But anyway, how long are people willing to wait and hold for a 600, 500, 1000% gain? Not many. How many can? Not many. So here's the thing. When you play the game, you got to have a time frame of what game you're playing. Are you playing a short game? Are you playing a scalping game? Are you doing just a trading game to trade these shorter time frames in here and stuff like that? It varies from person to person, and it's not my call or judgment or do anything like that. Whatever game you play, you play. But the thing is that do you even know the game? And the basic game is the transfer of wealth. The transfer of wealth is from you to them, and always keep that in mind. And until you get a them mentality, it is going to be that way. That's just how it is. And what is the Guppie mentality? The Guppie mentality is that, well, frankly, it's a good mentality. It's where people are honest, people are giving and trusting, and the government's fair, and just that whole way of life that would be really great and how we want to see it. But that's not reality, guys. That's not reality. And so what you have to do is you have to suspend, to stop being a guppy and to stop getting eaten. You have to suspend how life is and recognize that the markets are, well, think of them as, how I like to think of it is that you're in a different dimension. The whole, it's like, what is that old Twilight Zone? You're in a different dimension, a different time. People aren't the same. You don't have honest, trustworthy people, etc. But sometimes you do. But oftentimes it's just, hey, it is a transfer of wealth. And let me give you an example here on the fairness. Say you have your money and then you put it on the table. Okay? And so I take your money. Then you say, oh, that's not fair. And then I'll say, well, you put your money on the table, right? Yeah. You know the table is unstable, right? Yeah. You know that me or others can take your money, right? At any time. Yeah. And perhaps you know that the way that how things are, not me, I don't have the power to do that, but others certainly do, where they can entice you to put your money on the table, right? Yeah. And why did you put your money on the table? Well, to make profit. Ah, okay. And what am I doing? Well, I'm trying to make profit too. Yeah. The thing is that you're going into a highly risky market where there's other players. And if you're putting your money on the table, know that it's volatile, it's risky, and you know that people are going to try to take it at any time. So you could put your money there. Let's say everyone else is putting their money on the table. Okay, great. Let's take it. It feeds it. This is going on. It's about having a wider picture of the market. It's about having a much wider view of the market and what is going on. Now in my videos, sometimes they go long, okay? The good parts of the videos are not in the actual charting. They're not in the actual projections. They're within the information of the philosophies and the underlying reasons of why people are creating an up or down movement. Okay, that's the stuff. I gave an example of Tucker, a car company, of how that was the absolute best car made at the time for for years and years and years and years. The technology that it had was no one could compete against it. Okay. And so what happened is that you had the big boys, you had GM, Ford, Chrysler, so on and so forth, band together and help to drive this company out of business. They used leverage for with the regulators and the lawyers and the lawmakers and stuff like that. So this guy, the Tucker, would go out of business, and he couldn't sell his cars because Ford and GM and stuff like that knew that they could not compete against a car, and this is way back when, against a car that could go 100,000 miles without a tune-up. That was unheard of. Yeah, it was unheard of. And now, just of late, not so many years ago, that's starting to pop up. So Tucker was about 60 years ahead of his time. If you haven't looked at Tucker, go ahead and read about him. I think there's actually a movie. Yeah, there's a movie with Jeff Bridges, I think, or Bo Bridges, I believe. And check that out. And look at the manipulation and stuff like that of what's going on with a really, really fantastic company, i.e. project. Okay? And so we can see some things going on with projects and stuff that are getting, we call it FUD now. In the crypto market, we call it FUD. And not everything is as it seems, and you guys can see this. Not everything is as it seems. But that was one example I gave about in my videos to actually go and take a look at. Another thing I talked about was Wyckoff, which is a philosophy of trading, where you're looking at the psychology of the composite operators, or the people that have either a person or a group or an enterprise that actually have the amount of money to make these large wicks happen. And when it's going down, they have enough funds to make it turn around. Okay? Because this could have just kept on going. It wasn't paying any respects to anything. All the charts and all the lines and stuff, it's meaningless, guys. It's meaningless. Charting is a way on how, let's put it this way, it's one of the largest conspiracy theories in the markets as a whole is charting, okay? Because what happens is they give you a basic frame set of mind and say, okay, follow this and follow that. And what they're doing is that they are putting in, they know if they lower the market, people will say, oh, this is a line of resistance, and they will get a desired, predictable outcome from the people that are investing out there. Did you catch that? TA, that's right. All these lines and charts, take them as meaning nothing. Except, let me say that again. With TA, the composite operators, the people in the know, they know that there is a majority of people out there that utilize TA. They can predict your response when they do something. Okay? When they make something go up or go down, they can predict a response. They know that people love the saying, oh, when it has to go up before, it has to go down before it can go up. And that's this part right here. It doesn't mean, that's usually what people say on bear markets. In bull markets, they say it's up. Oh yeah, it can continue to keep on going up. That's what we call FOMO. They do FOMO, so we have, over just looking at the Bitcoin chart, we have the manipulation here going down. They say, okay, let's go down, let's pick some more up, and let's shoot it up a bit. Boom, 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 boom. And so they're taking your coins. They're selling their bags, and then they're buying down low, and then they sell them up high. That's what they're doing. Time over time over time over time. And so with TA, people are drawing a chart using a line like this, like that, right? And that line is BS. Why? Because the game, the time frame of the game, let me get out my little box. This is a game, okay? Now they can short as well. So this would be like another game here. So that's a game. That's a game. That's a game. Point is that they're unrelated games. They're doing a cycle. Let's start here, okay? So we got it down here. Now what? Oh, let's screw with them. Let's bump it up. Okay, fine. We'll do it. And what they do is they watch for the little ups and downs inside. And they make little moves and stuff. Oh, can we entice any more? Can we entice any more people to put their money on the table? It's game theory, guys. Philosophy of trading. Market psychology. That's where the gem of trading is. It's not in how to chart. It's important to know how to chart so you can say, oh, okay, they're doing this. Everyone has drawn a line this certain way. And people are going to follow that. So people are going to, oh, it's going down, down, down. We know these patterns. People talk about patterns and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. So it's going a certain way so you can basically do some type of contrary trading. Charting. How did charting predict this? It didn't. No. I mean, there might have been a few out there, but basically it didn't project that vast of a movement. Right? It didn't predict that vast of a movement. You can do that with remote viewing. That's one way. But then you're tapping into the psychology of the person, and not everyone knows how to do it. It is a teachable thing. But nevertheless, with the psychology and stuff, if you get in those people's heads, this Mt. Gox dude went wham, 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 wham. Why did he do that at that time? Yeah, it was high. It was a good move. Congratulations to him. He was smart. But why at that time? Wham, 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 wham. Who was he talking to? What did he have to do? He had to get it down so this could happen here. Why is this happening? Question. Why is this happening here? What's coming? What is coming? All right. Here's a tip. You may or may not like this guy, but this is Jordan Belfort. He is the Wolf of Wall Street. Extraordinary salesman. Okay, extraordinary. He has vast insight into people's psychology. Vast. Check him out. I think he has a book. I have a link to this article. Go ahead and read it. Let me give you a quote here from him. I was a scammer. I had it down to a science, and it's exactly what's happening with Bitcoin. The whole thing is so stupid. These kids have gotten themselves so brainwashed. Okay? And yeah, he talked about pump and dump schemes, which scammed people and made him rich, blah, blah, blah. It's a guy with experience. He's giving you basically how he entices people, convinces people to make a purchase. We call that being a salesman. I can't stand salesmen. A salesman approaches me, I basically tell him to go away. You know, I'll go up to him and say, hey, what does this and this have? Okay, fine. You're buying a car. Fine. What is, what's its MPG? What's its, average repair rate? This. For the most part, I don't want him to sell me a car. The car itself will sell me as I compare it to other cars. And then another car could have like a real crappy repair record and need tune-ups all the time. But man, I want that puppy. Those are called Ferraris, guys. Yeah, want a $4,000 tune-up? There you go. But they're fun to drive, so high in demand because they do offer something that many other cars don't. But anyway, check out Jordan Belfort. And here's another one. He has like, I mean, you know, this guy's a salesman, okay? Buy now, buy now, buy now. Okay, fine. But anyway, if you don't have to take everything he says with a grain of salt. And no, I'm not getting any money from him or anything like that. It's just that really the information that he's giving as far as like the scammers and stuff like that, and watch for his YouTube. He has some YouTube stuff about scamming and stuff like that. Watch him and see it from a different point of view. See this market from a different point of view. Stop being a guppy. Stop being brainwashed. Okay? I guess that's my whole thing. And yeah, that's my whole thing. It's like I just see it. People know. They have a feeling, a sensation that something's wrong. They can't quite put their finger on it. It's because they're in a fishbowl in the ocean. Okay? They're in a fishbowl in the ocean, being guppies. And they know there's sharks out there, but somehow they think this little glass fishbowl is going to protect them. I don't know. Not such a great analogy, but hey. Anyway, point is, in my videos, I really try to, I give people hints and clues. I've given people movies to watch. What movies are out there that actually have the plan. A real super good one on markets. If you haven't watched it, this is like a must. It's called Wall Street. I'm sure you've heard of it. Wall Street. Okay? And then watch it. And then watch it again. And then watch it again. And after about the 5th or 6th time of watching it, it'll sink in. Like, oh my gosh, this stuff is like actually, this is more of a documentary than a movie. Right. And then for the future of like Bitcoin and just crypto in general, watch Gattaca. That's a good one, Gattaca. And then there's some other movies out there where they're actually showing you their plan, their overall general plan, and how we get there. You know, we have ups and downs. Here's an interesting one that goes hand in hand with Gattaca. It has to deal with transhumanism. Right here. I got the mark of the beast, and it will hold my Bitcoin. Ho, 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 ho. That's just wonderful. Let's implant this chip in my hand. Ho, 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 ho. Goodness gracious, people. Look at that. People will do anything. It's amazing. Let the sheep run off the cliff, guys. And let them put their money on the table. And be on the other side. Be on the other side. Stop being a guppy. Get a shark's mentality. Okay? Get a shark's mentality. And in a lot of my videos, I don't give you exact clues of when to buy or when to sell. I do give you clues. I let you see my target boxes here. I don't tell you what I'm going to do with them when they hit. I've given you, I told you when I got out of some coins, exactly when. Boom. On the day, I said, yeah, I got out. And I have some videos that say, if you want to go check, it's called like, hey, I dumped it all or something like that. And I got out. And I told you what I got into. Notice this, markup phase. Boom, way up. I got out at the top. What did I get into? Oh, that chart is wrong. There. Okay. Yeah, and I got into this. When I get into it, right around where this line is. Okay, so here to here, let's see, that's call that 400 and almost 1300, right? 400 4 goes into 12, what? 3 times, yeah, 300% gain. Yeah, there you go. You think I got out, got back in? I don't know. You tell me. This was in a bear market, guys. That was one of the very, very, very rare clues I gave you guys as far as getting in and getting out. I don't do this for trading of telling you when to buy or when to sell. That's up to you, man. But I do basically am giving you a background and giving you the tools and giving you hints and clues of where to go to get the information in an attempt to teach you guys how to fish, not to give you the fish. That's what Belfort's doing, man. Yeah, he has books and stuff. He's making money off you, sure. But he's also giving back a hell of a lot of experience. Anyway, that's about it. Just one of my rants. I have to go do yard work. You know how that goes. Taking a look at the chats here real quick. Oh my gosh, I have people on the chat. Well, thank you for watching, guys. Yeah, so the timestamp, basically, the rant is like right now. So if you guys want to bail, see you guys later. But anyway, I'm going to the chats because people have interesting insights and comments on the chat. So I suggest you hang around. Okay, Barry DGB. Yeah, Barry is full of lots of good wealth and information on DGB. He says, hey, nice to catch you live again. Hey there, Barry. Good to see you. Bloody Sunday. David's... Oh, Bloody Sunday? ¿Por qué? ¿Qué pasa, mi amigo? Let's go take a look at Bloody Sunday. What's going on? I had the BTC thing out. Is it bloody? Whoops, oops, 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 oops. Hit the plus sign by accident. No, it's not bloody. It's not bloody at all. It's going as predicted, man. I mean, what do you mean bloody? Let's go over to CoinGecko. Where's the blood? Where's the blood, man? Where's the blood? I don't see the blood. Looks like a good, healthy, strong market right now. Please, describe what you mean. Okay, Dave? Let's see, Barry says, maybe I can interest you to look at another favorite of his called Power Ledger. Power Ledger. Gosh, I've heard of Power Ledger. Has anyone else heard of Power Ledger? Energy, okay? This is going to be cool, where people are basically selling their energy and so forth like that. Not so much, a little bit in the U.S., but mainly like where they are, Australia, big time, okay? And some other countries, a little bit in India, so on and so forth. But I'm looking at this being maybe in Australia for the most part. So it should be good. But yeah, take a look at this one, guys. With power in the markets and stuff like that, read it. U.S. is kind of, I don't know, I think it's kind of screwed up for this to like actually work. There are some places, but look at, what do we just have? Bankruptcy from PG&E. Huge. Pacific Gas and Electric. Yeah. So power is messed up in the U.S., but as far as wind and solar and stuff like that goes, yeah, there's some places that can do it, but I don't know. I see it happening more, like I said, in Australia. And it's not like Australia is a tiny market, okay, for electricity. But check this one out. Check that one out. And let's bring it up. Yep. It's number 95 on the list. Go look at its chartorama real quick. That's on the 24 cup and handle. Look at the 30-day. What's it doing? Just nice, slow, gradual increase. Looks like it's getting sleepy. It's falling off. It's falling off, and so it can continue to go straight. It can go down. It can get some more interest and go up. Take a look at the interest. What's happened? It's waning, right? It's waning. It's falling off. Whatever. This would be something that would be a pretty long-term hold. Should look at the 60 days. Okay, fine. So a long-term hold. Yeah, get some bumps here and there when it releases news or there's some type of, I don't know, what do they call it, rumor. Yeah, so check them out. Check out their Reddit, their Twitter, their socials, all that good stuff. Do your due diligence. Give them a score. If you don't know what I mean by giving them a score, on bottom of my links, I have like a fundamental analysis course, how to create your own fundamental analysis spreadsheet. It's like $9. But what it does is give you a spreadsheet on how to score coins so you can compare them with each other. Yeah. And there's nothing fancy about it. It's pretty boring, but it takes you through how to build it, and it takes you through how to judge or score two coins. One of them's XLM, and then the other one is a total piece of junk. What was it? I don't know. It had a super amount of hype around it, okay? It's just a total crap coin. So good coin against a crap coin. But anyway. And so you can say, oh yeah, this one has a score of this. 98, whatever. Anyway, so that is Powered Ledger. Looks okay. I mean, they're doing real world stuff. That's important. Real world stuff. Thanks for the input there. Let me go back to the chatorama. Leonard says, happy St. Patrick's Day from Western Ireland, guys. Keep stacking like a boss. Yeah. And don't take this video as like being, oh, it's a bummer, it's a downer. No. Take it as oh, I gotta put my pads on and helmet. That's for like Americans. Play rugby, a real sport. Pads and helmets are a joke. since we have Leonard here from good old West Ireland. Anyway, hey, heard they came out with a new Guinness. Is that true? Has a little bit more of a hoppy taste than the good old classic. Because isn't today Guinness Day or Jameson Day, Glenfiddich Day? That's how I see it. I mean, come on, it's St. Patrick's Day. What color bottle does Glenfiddich come in? Green. Oh, man. Yeah, happy St. Pat's Day. Oh, and Brandon says, this is terrible. Why is it terrible? I should just stop talking. Oh. Yeah, well, go check out Belfort. Go check out some other things, okay? Go check out some other things, because I've been telling you how, I actually made a profit. I actually had to pay taxes in a bear market. Yeah. Let's see. So, yeah. I can stop talking or, whatever. I'll have compassion for you. Thanks for listening and watching. Leonard says, I have a nice Bitcoin earner. Good. Let's see. Brandon says, you're terrible if you are only talking to 14 people and no one knows what you're saying because this is terrible. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the compassion. Quit lying to yourself, bro. Well, thank you so much. That's actually a sign of success. I am starting to get trolls, which is like awesome. And here's Todd. Hey, how's it going, Todd? Just advice, Brandon. Stop being a guppy. Barry DGB. Stop watching if you don't like it, Brandon. Yeah, see? Barry is a shark, man. How did he become a shark? Because he has a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge. And it could just be about one coin or others. Alright? You stop being a guppy by gaining real knowledge and by having real life experiences. And anyway, that stuff. Yeah, and Todd says TA is a double-edged sword. Exactly. So learn how to use it as a weapon in your favor. That's a good point. Hey Woot! Hey Woot! How's it going? Woot Woot! Says, a lot of times I mentioned a good movie, but often I didn't write it down. Could you do a vid on your favorite books, blogs, movies, etc.? Thank you for sharing your insights. Okay, yeah, I just have the links here to Belfort. He has some, I mean, he's a scammy guy, man. I mean, he's a scammy guy, but just take it with a grain of salt and glean the information that he's offering on how he manipulates people. Okay, that's what you're after. Why? Because then you can spot how others are trying to manipulate you. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, that's what you do. You put yourself in their shoes and their mindset on how they're going to steal your money. And then you can predict their moves. Why do you think I talk about composite operators and stuff like that? To predict their moves, because we don't have enough money to move the market. And so we really don't matter. We're I don't know, we're the Frito-Lays they're eating. You know, we're the chips. Okay, Alex says, you meant XLM, I meant XLM against Tron, maybe? No, I don't even talk about Tron. I don't look at Tron. No, but XLM, I like XLM. It's one of my top projects that I like. And you know, made pretty good bank on it. And I'll get back into it. It's just waiting for the time. Oh, and then Todd says, Sophia TX still looks good. It does. Yeah, we took a look at Sophia before, haven't we? That's over on Binance. Take a look at Binance. And for the 14 people, or maybe now the 13 people still watching, thanks. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and get notified. Man, what does one say about that? Anyway. Sophia. So here's the also. Let's just click on one. Tron's there. No, it wasn't on this one. It was on Qcoin. Let's go to Qcoin. Markets. I think that's where we looked at it, right? SP, there it is, down 8%. Okay. People would say, oh my god, that's going down low. That like, oh my gosh, that's terrible, right? All-time lows. Looks awful. What do we have here? We take a look at this. We have a nice, whoops, let me change the color on that. We have a nice curvature going on. So the steepness is declining, right? We have an extremely low volume candle that is green near the bottom. One, and then in combination, do we have a coiling going on? Yeah, we have a coiling going on. It's building up steam. A lot of people look at this. Okay. There you go. Isn't that beautiful charting? I mean, you guys can chart it just like that, right? Once when you get so experienced with charting, you read it like a sheet of music, and the tones play in your head. It becomes a language. When you have various tools and experience using them, you find out that I don't use any. The only like real thing I use sometimes is volume. The rest of the indicators, eh. But anyway, this is looking interesting. You're right. Not financial advice. Check them out. Absolutely do your due diligence on them. Do your due diligence on their target market, which is Oracle and SAP. Also, each one of those companies individually is capable of creating their own cryptocurrency. They definitely are powerhouses in the IT world. They could create a cryptocurrency in a matter of days. They have that many resources. They could bump it out real quick and to flip over to blockchain, whichever one they want. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this is looking enticing. It's looking enticing to me. Okay, thanks for that. So Power Ledger. Oops. I mean, not Power Ledger, but Sophia TX. Todd says prime target. Yeah, Todd. I don't think you're a guppy. Are you a guppy? I don't know. I don't think so. You don't only sharks eat at the bottom, right? Guppies swim up high and eat the stuff that floats on top, right? That's why they're guppies. Barry says, another nice fact on Power Ledger. Okay, let's hear it. Power Ledger won endorsement worth millions in Sir Richard Branson's tech competition with their first place. Awesome. That is really cool. That's the information that you look for. Stuff like that. Okay, woot woot. Yeah, he says Gattaca, Wall Street, Jordan Belford. Yeah, and there's others you can look at. I think it's called In Time, where these people had this gadget inside of their wrist where if they ran out of, like, it would tick down like a clock and they'd have to recharge it. And if it ran out, it's like it was connected to their heart, and so they died. That was another one. I think that's what it's called, In Time, not quite sure. But yeah, Gattaca, Wall Street for sure. And there's some others. I'll do a video on it. When I get around to doing that, I'll do one. So Elizabeth here. Thanks, Woot. Appreciate it. Vigancy. How's it going today? Vigates. Okay, so Elizabeth Starlight. Don't you think XLM will go up after March 19th announcements? It could. It could. I mean, XLM's a strong project. It could go up before the announcements. Let's go look at XLM. XLM. Take a look at it. You see. There we go. Yeah, so I mean, looks like it just hit and got rejected off of its upper bounds. And so we'll see what's going on, whether it can push through. Hey, we'll see. Does it still have room to grow? Yeah, I mean, XLM is overall it has a lot of energy behind it, and I think it's not going to die anytime soon. What we often see is that it gets bumped up in price before the announcements, and then usually a day or two, people get out. That's what happens. They get out, they go ahead and let the announcement come. They don't care what the announcement is. Purely buying the rumor, and right before the announcement, they sell the news. So they're not getting the absolute top. Okay? So you said on the 19th, it's the 17th. They're already getting out right now. You see that? They're already getting out. They let this ride up, and they're getting out. So we'll see what happens on the 19th. So what you can do using market psychology and stuff. Oh, what's going to happen? It's going to go up, and it could get more exciting, and then more of these guys are going to have downward pressure. How much pressure? We don't know. We don't know how much buying power, buying pressure there is for others to make it go up. That's why they do tests up and down. Let's see how much buying pressure there is and stuff. So for me, right now, I'm not in it right now. I'm not in it right now. It didn't hit my target box here. It came pretty close. It ate through my others that I had. So I'm just waiting. Let's put it that way, okay? So yeah, I'm just waiting. What could be larger than the previous announcement of IBM? All right. Do I have bad vibes about it? No. To me, it's just, okay, I'm just being patient right now. Thank you for the question. Go up after March? No, I don't think it's going to go up. It might a little, but I think there's, I think the people that are in it are getting out right now that have the power to make it go up. We'll see, though. I could be totally wrong. Alex says, since IBM is behind XLM, it is the one to watch. Yep. Pay attention where the big players or the subsidiaries go. Which projects do they support? How those projects click into something bigger. Absolutely. Think of it as a big puzzle. How does one thing relate to another? Okay? Then he says, ICE recently released a list of tokens they will track the price of, but no Binance token. Do I have any idea why? Yeah, because they're competitors, man. Good publicity or bad publicity is still publicity. They don't want to give anything to Binance. They want to eat its lunch. Binance is the whole reason that forced them into this market. Okay? I mean, enemies, man. They don't want anything to do with Binance. They want to take its billion dollar profits and then take its idea and then run with it. So that's why there won't be any Binance token. There won't be any Qcoin token. No. Anyway, that's it. It looks like that's about it. So you guys have a wonderful, fantastic St. Patty's Day. Drive safe, all that good stuff, and I shall catch you later. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and get notified. Bye.